Alright, so there's multiple ways of doing this. As you can see, that's why I'm changing the tire. I mean, she's already got nylon showing. Plus, it's 10 years old. And, you know, I want my brother to be safe on the road. It's got to be done anyway. Let's get this changed out. So, I'm going to attempt to do it on my machine. This one doesn't always work as well with small wheels like this. It's better to have a side breaker style, then it would bust a bead easy. But we're going to attempt it on this one. If it doesn't work, I'll get out the spoons and just do it by hand. But let's see what we can do here. First off, we need to get the air out. So I'm going to pull the valve core here. And let that air out. Alright, I'm going to drop it on this way first. See if it can bust this top bead or not. Okay, it definitely worked for that. Tell you, I think I'm going to zip this rotor off. You don't have to do it if you're doing it by hand. You just flip the wheel over and do it on the other side. But the rim is offset, and the machine is grabbing it really nice on the other side right now. So I'm going to attempt to just change it on my machine. So I'm going to pop these off real quick. She's pretty tight, so we're going to break out Big Mama. Big Mama don't play, y'all. Of course, you can do them by hand. I'm just lazy and have tools at my disposal to do that. Now we're going to bring the arm up and break the bottom side here. Flip it over. Okay. Mount it like that. And voila, we got her broke down. Now we're going to attempt this. Not sure how well she's going to work, but we're going to try it. Put a little lube in there. Help things slide along. Go spit on that thing. Okay. So it did work. Baldy off. New one to go on. New Michelin, y'all. All right. Now, the original tire is a 140/70/13. It's really hard to find in the Michelins. I don't even think they make it anymore, so you'd have to get like a leftover somewhere in a warehouse or somebody is selling them. So I picked this one up on eBay. It's a 150 150, 70, 13. So instead of a 140 wide, that's the millimeters wide, is 140 millimeter. This is 150 millimeter. 10 millimeters. 70 is the profile. It's 70% of 140 or 150 in this case. I only made it a half inch, less than a half inch taller overall. So it's only a 1/4 inch taller top or bottom, half inch overall, and only 10 millimeters wider. So it's 5 millimeters on each side. It goes on fine, won't hit anything, doesn't rub anything. If anything, it should make the bike handle a little bit better, and it'll even, it's just going to ride really good like that. But I'm hoping with it being a little taller on the cruising on the interstate speeds, 60 to 70, 75, might not work quite as hard because it's taking less RPM to turn it over a whole mile. It's very little difference, but sometimes you can see the difference. Now what we're going to do is, it is a directional tire, so I need to make sure I'm putting it on the right way. The rotor goes on the opposite side. This is the drive side, so the wheel is spinning this way. We want to make sure we put it on this right way, and it's marked on here, of course, the direction, and you can tell by the tread. So what we're going to do is get it lubed up real quick. We want her to slide on nice and easy as possible without hurting the bead or anything. This might be a little tricky to do with this tire machine, because another thing, that plastic duck head on the machine is very thick compared to some of them that have the metal, thin metal. That plastic won't scratch anything, but it is thicker, so sometimes you'll break the duck head if the tire is too tough. So once again, we're making sure. See, that would have been wrong. We want it going this way. I line my little sticker up with the valve stem there. We're going to set this duck head on here. Put the tire. Like so. All right, there we go. There we go, y'all. Woohoo! Michelin City Grip 2, y'all. About the best damn tire you can get, I'd say. You can pick up the Pirelli and stuff like that. Pirelli's a good tire. I don't think they're as good as this. The Dunlop that was on it, as you can see, that's the original tire. It's got 5,400 miles actually. But that tire is slick. It only made it 5,000 or so. These are supposed to go up to 10,000. I've been doing a lot of online searches and forums and stuff on Facebook and all. So we're going to give this one a try. I did check the date. It was made at the end of 24, and right now it's February 25. So we're good there. Check the pressure. Put her in at about 32 to 34 range. Now it does have weights on it where it was balanced by someone. I have a little balancer in the back. I'm not going to use my actual car balancer. I don't have the adapters to make it fit. But I do have a manual style balancer, and I'm going to balance it real quick. Y'all probably don't need to see that. I'm going to get these popped off.